is a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And complete, right side to Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook
is in. Touchdown, Bills. So it was the passing game that got him down here. They're closer to the goal line. It's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Tremont Smith.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him. But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, that's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Ryan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Again, Ryan.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 39, Ryan. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zoom and pass. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 25 on 2nd down. Fields.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Ryan. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Fields. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Fields.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Ryan will throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He's at the 40, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Ryan. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Ryan on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. To throw again is Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Second down and goal. Ryan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chris Jones able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
To throw is Fields.
Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Kenyon. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Steelers 18, Bills 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Ryan. That's complete. Okue-Bunam. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 55, 55. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. You go 20. Tick. Good.
Ryan to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and 10. Now Ryan. That's complete. It's Cook. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Everything happens.
Here's Ryan. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
58. You got tight right there. Check 99. Check 90. Go.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll be at the 8.